Hi guys, welcome back to the Let's Play. This chapter video is actually going to be pretty cutscene heavy, so let's go ahead and get chapter 13 started.
Zach, let's get back to the hotel. First Anna, then Becky, now Diane. I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
Agent Morgan. York. Do you have a moment?
What is it, George?
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Do you have any time later?
Can't we just do it here?
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar. Of course, we don't really have to.
A bar? Now that sounds like a good idea. Zach, what do you think? We can go drinking with George, or turn him down and head back to the hotel.
We're going to turn him down for now, but we're going to catch him later tonight.
George, sorry, but I have to go back and write the investigation report. We can talk another time, okay?
Okay, I guess. Sorry to bother you.
This will, if you said yes, it would just move you directly on to the long cutscene at the bar. But if we go there later on, we can just talk to him at the bar and trigger it that way as well. So this chapter is actually pretty short. If you accept George's invitation and then move on straight to the hotel, the chapter would end. It's kind of like the chapter with interviewing the twins. You can end it pretty much right away if you want to. But I'm taking the more circuitous route and talking to people, of course. So I'm just redoing the other world of the Muses Gallery. Gonna pick up a trading card. This is going to be our last moment with the guitar, because I'm going to actually return it in a couple minutes to Keith and finish up his side mission. You get a pretty cool reward, but I don't think as cool as Lily's guitar to us. So around this time, the story really does start to ramp up. There's only a couple more chapters where we actually have the option to, dick around and actually talk with the townsfolk. And with so many people dying, we're having less and less people to talk to. It's kind of sad. I forgot what I was looking up. I was looking up something and I came across an old forum thread on Giant Bomb about Deadly Premonition, like secret scenes and Easter eggs. And apparently someone saw Nick and Olivia arguing in the home, and I haven't found that. I'm wondering what chapter they found that at. I'll have to go back and look. I hope I didn't miss too many interesting scenes from peeping in the windows. I think when I'm done with this Let's Play, I might just make like a video of any sort of missed scenes like that if I come across any more. Because like I said, the story is now ramping up and there's going to be less opportunity to really stray from the main path. And this is where we collect the trading card. It's a crawling shadow. I think so far the most interesting peeping things I've seen has to be Carol's freak out in her apartment, just because, she doesn't act like that in public, so it's kind of like you're catching her as her true self. So after this point, my battles with the crawling shadows won't be as quick, because I don't have the one-hit kill weapon anymore, or at least I won't have the one-hit kill weapon. But I'll be using the Magnum. It's pretty quick. Alright, and just one more shadow and we're done. Hoarding all that ancient honor, I see. Gonna change my suit. Alright, so now we're gonna go and head over directly to the milk barn. We're gonna catch Lily outside, and then we're gonna head inside and speak to Keith.
Yo, dude. Hey, man.
Keith, what's wrong? You're usually more upbeat.
You really want me to drag you down too, FBI?
Maybe I can pull you back up.
Well, I've lost something, man. My most precious treasure in the whole world. Well, my most precious after my family. My guitar, man. It's gone. Lily said she gave it away. Gave it away! Can you believe that? She says it's my fault for not tidying up the storeroom. I don't get her, man. What kind of logic is that?
Yeah, that was kind of a dick
I didn't
move.
tidy up the storeroom, so I have to lose my guitar? You with me, right, FBI? Man to man, you see where I'm coming from.
Your guitar means that much to you.
Oh, my meeting with that fine guitar is what led me onto the path of rock, man. It was back in high school. I made my first visit to Seattle. The world was tired of pop music, and people were crying out for a new sound. It was only a few years before grunge would explode out of Seattle. I met a true rocker there, man. He had the sunglasses, a biker jacket, and the long hair. Man, he even had a bandana. I mean, he was behind the times by then, but nevertheless, the pure white guitar on his back hypnotized all who passed him. In the midst of everyone wanting something new, I glimpsed a tradition that had to continue. That's right. It's called rockabilly. You dig me, right, man? The world can't be built solely on new things. I couldn't help myself. I approached him and opened my mouth. I told him what I was feeling, FBI, right there on the street. I don't remember the words I used now. It was like a dream. But it sparked something inside me. I can tell you that. Our shared love of music allowed us to talk like old friends. Before I knew it, I'd been hanging out with this guy for 3 days. When I finally had to go home, what do you know? He gave me that guitar, man. He said that the soul of rock should be passed on to the next generation. That is how the legendary guitar Grekach came into my hands. Well, thanks for listening anyway, FBI. It means a lot to me.
It was funny, in the original game, the guitar was white, but for some reason they changed it to this brown color. I don't know why. So his story doesn't really match up anymore.
Yo, dude.
Hey, do you want the silver card I got from your wife? No. I guess I gotta give it back to him.
Yo, dude.
I still can't believe Lily just, gave it to us.
Hey! Oh, baby! Where did you find it?
Lily gave it to me as a reward for cleaning up the storage room.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm happy to see it with you. Treat it well. I'll just do the manly thing and forget about it.
Come on now, Keith. I can't play it myself. Instruments exist to be played, not to become an ornament. What am I going to do with it? Use it as a weapon?
Yes.
That's not what it's for.
Don't
You're the
mind
owner
the
of
blood
this
on
guitar.
it. I hope it's okay.
You should have it.
Bro!
Your story relit the burnt-out fire of rock in my soul.
FBI, you're all right. Hey, just hold on a moment. Take this then, in exchange. It's a gold card, our super discount card. There's no markup on anything we sell you if you use this. This, in a way, means I'd work for no pay for you, man.
Are you sure?
Of course, we're buddies, man. Yeah.
Right, so let's catch him outside when he leaves for his traveling conversation.
Yo, dude.
Yeah, not a lot, but next we're going to see Brian.
Hello. Hello.
I'm gonna pick up this tomato. Okay, or not. sucks. Oh, well, I'm glad we connected. So, Carol, are you gonna miss me? Well, maybe if you talk to me, we could figure out the real culprit. Yeah, I don't think he did it either. Whatever. Alright. Hey, Fiona. Yeah.
Hey there.
Yeah, we just missed the killer. Neither can I.
Hey there.
Okay, next up, let's catch Quint traveling to Sally's house to bring her to the bar. Yes, he has. I don't like that ... You're planning something? Hey, Jim. Oh. Wow, I'm feeling the love, man. Okay, this is a conversation I forgot to include in chapter 11. I noticed it while I was rewatching my video. I was like, oh fuck, I forgot that. Put that scene.
Yes?
It's not a lot, but I wanted to show it off because I'm trying to show all the conversations. I don't know, Kaysen. Me too. Back to Brian, since it's 2100.
Hello.
And now we're gonna get George's traveling conversation. He's going to the bar. And then we're gonna follow him to the bar and start the next big cutscene. And he'll make it to the bar at 2200. Let's go run over there and meet him there and see what he has to talk to York about. Nope. So there's like two slight variations to what he'll say right here, so I wanted to show them both off. I guess.
George, that scar on your cheek. Where did you get it?
This Didn't I tell you? Well, it's not from work. I got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing? I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard. I used to climb it a lot. And fall out of it a lot.
This wasn't anything like that, though. It was my mother. She did it.
I'm sorry, George.
Don't worry. It's ancient history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak, adults over children, men over women, and criminals over their victims. I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why. And it didn't stop there. If I ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud, she found reasons to hit me. Hit me bad. The worst was what she called the tree punishment. She'd whip my back with these thin tree branches like a whip.
Please, Mama. I won't do it again. That hurts, Mama. I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry.
George's mom is a bitch. I don't know if I want to meet her anymore.
Tree punishment was definitely the worst, I tell you. Just hearing those words used to make me shiver and want to pass out. And that's why I didn't want to show you those scars on my back. Every time after the tree punishment, she'd always say the same thing. This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you. And me, being a naive, dumb kid, I believed her. I went to the woods to apologize to the trees. I kept asking myself, why is she hurting me this way? I thought long and hard about it. In the end, I've just figured I'm weaker than her. That's why. It's the law of Mother Nature at work. The strong eat the weak.
But now, you have the power to protect the weak.
That's right. Perhaps I should thank my mother for guiding me into this line of work.
I feel like we're really bonding right now.
York. I've been an arrogant fool, haven't I?
Yes.
And if it weren't for me, both Becky and Diane would still be alive.
Becky more so than Diane.
I could have saved them both. You know, it's almost like they died because of me.
You're out of your mind.
I invited you to this bar for a drink. But I guess this bar is my confession chamber, and I wanted you to listen. And to tell you, well, you must already hate me for causing all these problems, not following your orders. York, I'm sorry. I'll follow your orders from now on. You'll have my total cooperation.
Oh my god, guys.
George, you've been as cooperative as you can be. You even invited an FBI guy to a bar for drinks. You've done a good job protecting this town. And the folks here respect you for that. Nobody can blame you for anything.
Thanks. I do feel a little better.
We're totally friends now. It only took 13 chapters, but we're friends. I think I'm gonna cry. I mean, he called him York.
Since we're here, why don't you talk to a few other people? I'll just finish off my drink. Let me know before you leave, okay? Since we're here...
Places meals. Alright. They want us to talk to Carol, but let's try to leave. Yeah, alright.
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead. Diane, too. We've got Nick in custody as a suspect.
Nick didn't do it.
Yeah.
I know. Carol, you took a locket from Diane, didn't you? A locket with this mark on it.
You're not facing the picture towards her, so you can't look at it.
I'm busy, gotta go.
York, you're so terrible at this. You're letting her walk away, yet again. Oh my god, how did you become an FBI agent? Carol gets away with everything. And now here's the chance to see her sing, in case you've never visited the bar before.
I dream of you like a girl. There is something funny about this song we hid behind the door. They should see us. I am still haze from the night, muddy space. I dream of thee like prisoner. You are conscious of my innocence. Everyone's just written out to know life is but a dream.
Okie dokie. So, talk to her again. Yep. Yeah, you keep saying that, but you won't give me other clues to another suspect. Right, we gotta talk to George one more time.
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys.
Zach, Emily is already a goddess of the forest.
Look at that, she got all dressed up. She's been painting her nails.
Let's forget work for a bit and drink a little, shall we?
Yeah, let's party.
York, why is she here?
I just thought the more the merrier. You know, to relax and get loose. Is this a problem?
No, of course not. Pardon me, Emily, but I'm pooped. I think I'll just call it a night.
George, I just got here and you're walking out on me? I was hoping the three of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good man-to-man with York. So I'll see you guys.
I like how York just invited Emily to George's request for a man-to-man talk at the bar.
I think George likes you, but he's avoiding you all at the same time.
How astute.
There's a reason?
Nothing worth going into. It's a thing of the past. Okay. He did ask me out when I first came to town.
He what?
I was still in high school. But I never really considered him my type. And there's the age gap thing, too. I respect him, of course.
I don't know if I
or
do.
I wouldn't have taken this job otherwise.
I mean, asking out an underage girl when you're in your 30s is.
So, did you move to this town alone?
Of course not. I came with my parents.
Tell me about them then.
Sure, why not? My dad dealt in stocks in New York. He was hardly at home when I was a kid, always working. Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was. Which is no different now, really. I don't see much of him. My mother? Totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way. She could be fierce, too, scolding me if I took a wrong step. We had our battles, sure, but all in all, she was a wonderful mother.
Past tense?
Yeah, she's gone now. Cancer, just before I graduated high school. She gave this to me just before she died. I take it with me wherever I go. It's what I treasure most.
I'm surprised you don't wear it. It's a necklace. Why do you just carry it?
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
Oh, we're bonding. This is like the perfect night out, except, the whole overwhelming guilt over Diane's death that happened just last night. That's kind of putting a damper on things, but we're bonding with Emily and George. Oh my God,
I had a
guys.
good time tonight. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
York.
Yes?
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
I won't. Don't worry. I won't.
Bye. We are so not going to go write our report. We are going to actually do some more conversations. So, rainy day, let's get started. Yeah, you keep saying that. Okay, let's catch Brian in the graveyard. Just standing in the rain.
Hello.
Let's go speak to Emily at 8 o'clock. And catch Fiona and Thomas on their way to work. I've arrested somebody, but I don't think he's the killer. I don't think I did. Not sure. Well, the fact you keep bringing it up makes me think it's connected. Alright, let's go and check on Olivia, see how she's doing. Unfortunately, you're not. Alright, let's head over to the sheriff department. And I hate it when Emily sits down. She's hard to get the talk button. And look, I got Thomas. I wanted Emily. A little later, we'll have lunch. And considering the game's only about halfway over, I take a wild guess and say he's not the killer. Thomas is melting through the table. Man, he's really beating himself up over this. Oh, well, just don't let it happen again. Like, try to be more careful. Yay! Alrighty. So now we're gonna head to the hospital. Well, Dr. Johnson doesn't really know if we caught the killer either. Oh, really? What did you find? Oh, I don't care. What an amazing discovery. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. Sure, why not? Okay, so now we're gonna catch Sally and Richard and get their traveling conversations. Okay. Didn't think she said much. And now we're gonna talk to Quint. He's working on his bike inside.
Damn.
Hope you don't do something stupid. Hey Jim, I'm back. Yes, you can trust me. You know who's been making things worse is George. Why don't you go yell at him? Don't know, man. Alright, how about lunch?
How's Nick doing?
Well, he keeps saying that he didn't do it.
I see.
Do you think he... You know, Diane?
The evidence at the scene would suggest so. But this third party who knocked him out makes things more complicated. Ugh.
What's the matter?
What is this? This tastes different.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry. I've got the mustard and
Yikes.
peanut butter mixed up.
Thomas, you having a bad day? That's not like you.
You've been working just as hard as us recently. You must be tired.
Not really. Please, I'll make these over.
What? Why? It doesn't taste bad. In fact, it tastes pretty good to me.
Wow. You got some weird taste buds there, Emily. Okie dokie, so now we're gonna go and speak to Thomas. Yeah, I'll talk to you. Okay. I guess we will just go do that. Let's go say hey to Nick. He's sharing a cell with somebody. That's weird.
Hey, Nick.
Happy that you've got your man? No. I'm not your man. I'm just a suspect.
Nick.
I didn't do it.
Actually, I believe you. But until we catch the real murderer, you're going to remain a prime suspect.
What's gonna happen to me then?
Look at the guy's veins in his
Never mind.
arm next to him.
I'm worried about
That's really
Olivia.
weird.
How's she doing?
She's just sitting on her couch, and she's pretty bummed.
Come on, say something.
I can't tell you anything.
If that's the case. Could you hand her a letter? Please? Agent.
You don't mind me inspecting it first?
Oh, that's fine.
I think this is the nicest he's ever been to
Only
me.
this once, Nick.
Thank you. Thanks.
It's because he wants me to do him a favor. Figures.
Tell her I'm sorry, will you?
Nick, you need to do that, not me.
New side mission.
Hey!
Whoa, attitude. I said I believed you. Alrighty. Hey, Richard. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Alright, hey, George. Getting this traveling conversation. I've noticed. Aw, buck up, man. Sure. Alright, let's head over to see Olivia and give her Nick's letter. She'll be thrilled. Hey, do you want this gold card I got from Keith? Oh, okay. Let's give her the letter.
What's this?
Nick asked me to give it to you. It's a letter. From him to you.
Nick wrote this? For me? Olivia, I'm sorry for all the trouble I am causing you.
I'm writing this letter because I need to tell you some things. First, I'm sorry about meeting with Diane without telling you. My actions were irresponsible and may have caused you to misunderstand. But I swear to God I was not cheating on you, and I didn't kill Diane. That's what I wanted to tell you. As I sit here in this cell, all I can think about is you. Don't worry about keeping the diner open, okay? Try to eat well, too. I had thought that this happiness we had would just go on forever. I've always been grateful to you, but I've never told you, have I? I used to think that putting it into words made it sound cheap. But at times like these, words are all we need. Thank you for everything. Once I get home, I'll make it up to you. Take care of yourself. I love you. Nick.
About time you told her how wonderful she is. She's too good for you.
Agent, could you wait a moment, please? I want to write a reply.
Sure. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Zach, I hope Nick will feel better by this.
Let's go over to Keith's house. They're having a little party, it seems. A little get together.
You!
You're just as bad as Jim. They like me, and they like my stories. They giggle whenever they see me. Me too. It's funny, it's always Isaac who does the talking whenever I talk to the twins.
Yo, dude.
We're gonna head over to the hospital. And I've moved time forward to about 1600. Man, he is taking Diane's death really hard. I feel bad for him. Hey, Nick, I got a letter for you.
Huh?
No one wants my gold card. You get all the Milk Barn stuff at cost.
Huh?
Do you want that?
It's a letter from Olivia.
From Olivia? What the? I wrote so much. More than I'd ever actually say. A lot more than
Why
this.
you sound so disappointed?
And she writes me only 3 lines back.
Not enough for you?
Oh, no, it's more than enough.
She wrote as much as she could. That's the best she could do right now.
Yeah. 3 powerful lines. I believe in you. I'll wait for you. I'm sorry. I don't agree with the last one, though. I'm the one who has to apologize.
Do you feel a little better now, then? Just wait until the case is finished. I promise this will all come to an end.
Yeah. I know, I believe you. She's believing in me too, and waiting for me.
Well, I have to be going.
Hold on a minute.
Ooh. You gifting me the diner?
What's this?
The key to the back door of the diner. There's a big bag in the kitchen. I don't know if you could use it, but consider it yours. You'll have to help yourself to it, of course. I can't exactly go with you.
Okay. I'll take this and I'll go check it out.
Looks like a return to better things for those two, eh, Zach?
I hope so. Got my fingers crossed. And it sounds like Nick kind of likes us now. Nice change of pace. So this item that he's giving us will allow York to hold more items in his inventory, which sounds very useful. So we're going to go ahead and get that. Yay, we can finally explore the kitchen without him yelling at us.
Nick was like, if you could use it. But, Zach, this is great. We'll be able to carry more items now,
Is it a
Zach.
fanny pack? I think it's a fanny pack. Alright, there's actually some stuff we can observe in here. Among the spices is a container labeled secret. I wonder what's in it. Let's try it out and find out. Though I don't see what he's talking about. I just see that meat. Spam stuff. Okay, there's this one. Some foodstuffs here. Everything looks fresh. Well, it's probably gonna go bad because it's not in the fridge. And nothing here. We got some plates. Sink. This has something. One of the murderers we took care of a while ago has been keeping a body inside his fridge. The fridge is from the same maker as that one. Okay, he has a big fridge. Nothing. A flare! And I have no room in my inventory. After you have the center sandwich, the little specials menu, York now has a comment. I figured that sandwich was one of the secret menus. Good thing we met Lord Harry. Except, you know, he gives you crap if you try to order it again. And that's it. So, let's go bug Carol. But you know, that wasn't really my fault. Those were accidental thanks to George. What, arresting Nick? Okay, in 1900, George will leave the sheriff department. That doesn't say much. Let's catch Quint in the rain.
Damn.
No, you didn't. Okay, let's head over to Story 65 and bug everybody there.
You?
Hey, Quint. Dude, I don't think he did it. Maybe. Yeah, don't do anything stupid. Is that a threat? Dude, don't make me put you in a cell, too. Yeah, everyone keeps saying that to me. I really don't think Nick did it. What about you guys? Do you think he did?
Hello.
Okay. So, talk to George again. I think we will. Alrighty, so next we are going to move on to the next day and get the rest of the late day conversations. There's not that many. So that this video is actually shorter than I thought it was going to be. Let's talk to Jim on his way to go fishing. I like to see you do better, Jim. Alright, and Keith. Happy now he has his guitar.
Yo, dude.
No.
Yo, dude.
Hey, Esha, find any new chip discoveries? Probably. Alright, so now we're gonna go and get Emily's traveling conversation. And now Usha, Fiona, and Thomas. Man. Check in with the department. 36. He's my age.
What?
I know it's rather shocking that George is being like this, Thomas, but really. He's like shocked that George isn't yelling at me for once. He's being rather contrite. Let's check in on Olivia again. He's not. Alright, let's check in with Jim and the twins. They're by Honest Tree. Too bad, I'm still gonna talk to them. Talk to them about dead bodies. Forever. Hey guys. Okay, we're gonna talk to Usha. Yeah, I know, everyone keeps mentioning to me. Hey, let's talk to Lily next at the milk barn. Don't worry, I will. Okay, let's bug Jim and the twins at the cabin again. Disturb their studies. Let's do it anyway. That looks really complicated for 6-year-olds. Okay, I'm gonna catch Richard and Sally doing their traveling conversations. I love how baffled everyone is that we arrested Nick. A big clue that, you know, he's not really the killer.
Anna?
Alright, we're back at lunch. Oh, you guys repeat this. You're in such a rush to see me go there, Jim. You have something to hide? Are you the killer?
You!
Hello?
I'm glad someone would be sad to see me go.
Hello?
Yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah.
Oh, no, really? Uh-huh. No.
Okay, and we're gonna go talk to Thomas in the storage room. Even though he's asleep, he does say something interesting. What went well? Surely not our sting because Diane died. I don't know, it was a bit strange. He says a lot of strange things while he sleeps. Okay, and get George's traveling conversation. He's being really hard on himself. It's a kind of a nice change of pace if you ask me. He's not as high and mighty anymore. We already talked. Okay, let's head over to the milk barn and we're gonna speak to Kaysen.
Hey, York!
I don't understand how he doesn't see me coming because he turns to talk to me. I'm sure I will probably in the next chapter. You never seem to pay attention.
You!
Okay, and next up we're gonna talk to Richard and Quint at lunch. I hope he's not thinking about going to beat him up or something, because I'm getting that feeling. Oh, her parents are alive. That's a new tidbit that I didn't know before. And now we're gonna go speak to Richard again. He has a new conversation by his TV. I wonder if he's a big fan of all the true crime shows like I am. So now we're gonna talk to Carol. I'm trying. But maybe if you gave me some more information, Carol, we could end this case together. Kaysen and the twins, but really only Kaysen says something new.
You!
They don't seem to be fazed by much. Yeah, they don't say anything new. Alright, lastly, we're gonna go talk to George. And then we're gonna head over to the hotel and finish the chapter after another long cutscene.
Hmm?
Oh, he's supposed to be working out. I'm like, he was just primping in the mirror. Do you need a hug? I can give you a hug. You know?
Hmm?
Alright, let's go to the hotel.
Zach, let's go over our progress. From what Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house, Nick and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim. The third victim, Diane, was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it wrong just so you can see what he says.
No, that's not it, Zach. Think back more carefully. What was different from the other crime scenes?
It was right after the crime.
That's right. Diane was still alive.
Well, Becky was too.
This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed. Which means the criminal was still close by. It was someone near the scene. There are two possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance, and one other. Zach, who was the other person in the gallery?
Kaysen.
That's right, Kaysen. We followed Willie, good dog, all the way to him. Kaysen's statement came out as follows. He and Diane were in a physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery. The two were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shut Kaysen up in the basement. Now, what did Kaysen hear when he was locked up?
He heard some boots.
That's it. The sound of boots passing by. Nick was wearing boots that day. Which means it was likely that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued verbally with Diane about her playing around with men, but they eventually decided to go out drinking to make up.
And left Kaysen locked up.
However, immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious. We saw the rest. Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
No matter what you say here, I'm gonna go no.
Me too.
You'll say that.
Usha sent in a report too. He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach. This confirms her as a victim of the raincoat killer. Remaining leads. There's the locket, which is in Carol's possession, the man with the tattooed back, and the upside-down peace sign. There's a lot left to answer. I hope the coffee will give us more guidance tomorrow.
Told you, there's lots of cutscenes in this chapter.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out? I was surprised. It It's the end of a monarchy.
I was surprised too.
And he called me York instead of Agent
I
Morgan.
know. We're probably becoming your friends. It only took 13 chapters. Who's at our door? It's Emily, and she dressed up
Emily?
again.
What's going on? Do you know what time it is?
I'm sorry. I couldn't sleep, so I was drinking alone.
My mother was a very kind woman. She always smiled so brightly, and baked cakes and cookies every day. She'd say that I needed the sugar because I spent so much time thinking. My father was always quiet. We never talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me. And he was hardly ever at home. The only words he ever had for me were harsh ones. I had a vivid imagination, and I remember he once said this to me. There are plenty of crazy things in this world. You don't have to go dreaming them up.
Well, doesn't he sound like a
And
peach?
it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use criminal profiling to catch bad guys. And so now I'm doing exactly the same job that he did. Like father, like son.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Mind if it's something personal?
Fire away.
Who's Zach?
Someone finally asked. It's me. Hi, Emily. Nice to meet you.
Zach is a friend of mine.
Oh, so you do have friends.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
Oh, that's sad.
What kind of person is he then?
Well, I've never seen his face. But he's always with me, and we discuss everything.
When did you become friends?
A long time ago. Back when I was a child.
Holy shit.
I was 7. I woke up one morning to hear my mother crying in the living room. This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her. My father was there pointing a gun at my mother. I was so scared. I closed my eyes, so I don't remember much more. But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love. When I came back to my senses, they were both dead.
This certainly is a chapter of revelations.
He shot my mother and then killed himself.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends. I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this together. Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to make me calmer. And here we are, working together, getting through things. This is the first time I've ever told anyone about this. I wonder if Zach will get angry.
That's a sad story. But I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm sure there was a reason for what your father did.
I know.
What reason would that be?
I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.
I honestly can't think of a reason for a murder-suicide.
Oh yeah, York, I forgot to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
You saved my life. If you didn't save me at the gallery, I would have died along with Diane.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
What did you just say? Useless? I was never expecting to hear you say that.
Same.
There might be a modest guy in you after all.
Finally, you noticed? You're a little slow, aren't you?
And we're back to being a
Maybe
joke.
hopeless, but not useless.
Zach, do you think Emily got home safely? Anyway, I think it's more serious of a situation than I thought. Do you remember our conversation with Emily? She's really interested in you. I think she's starting to have certain feelings for you.
I did not get that impression.
If that's the case, Zach, you and I are rivals. This is a very serious situation indeed.
I don't think so. Don't think she's interested in your imaginary friend, York.
Well, if it comes to that, let it be a fair fight. Agreed?
Sure.
Thomas! Thomas! Let me out of here! Come on, please! Just for a moment. 1 second. Hate it. Here,
God, he's going
Thomas.
crazy.
I'm going mad. I know you're there.
Talk to your cell, buddy. Calm down.
Please! Thomas! Thomas! Thomas!
Jesus Christ.
Thomas!
Okay, maybe Nick is the killer because he's kind of going crazy. Hey, that's a tattoo guy. Wait, what the? Is this some sort of S&M dungeon? What the hell? What the fuck? Okay, that's one way to end a chapter. Thanks again for watching. Next up should be pretty interesting. Hope to speak to you guys again all real soon. Bye.